Hello and welcome to this new edition of the Lucky Llama's weekly breakdown. Double meaning intended. Intro. Am I getting better? So getting better. Bing! What is this? What is this? What is this? Easter eggs! Hristos Voskrese!
Vaistinu Voskrese!
Bump! Oh! I lost. Okay. Bye-bye. May Christ be with you. Moving on. Happy Easter, take 2. Why not celebrate twice, right? It is now a week later, and I managed to paint an egg this time. So thank you, East-West Schism, for affording me this redo. Okay. Hope you all had an excellent resurrection celebration with your crews. What am I going on about? Resurrection, whatever, Easter. Have a ball. So, yes, the bad puns do and will continue. In case you haven't yet realized, this is the hallmark of my brand of humor, so yep, you're gonna have to put up with it, I'm afraid. Sophistication. In other news, the weather is getting really hot chez nous, as you can perhaps tell by my summer look, which my sister refers to as the American football jersey. So great, so great. It's getting hot in here. So whine about not being able to take off all your clothes when you go outside because you have to wear protective gear. Will this become the smash hit of 2020? Undoubtedly. But really, actually, how is everyone dealing with the rising temperatures? Because, for my Northern Hemisphere people, because the French government has given us zero practical advice on how to protect ourselves in this heat. Wearing hats and scarves and masks and such is quite hard when it's boiling hot. But no surprises there because, true to form, seeing their abysmal handling of the entire situation since the very beginning, at least the French government is being consistent. So, props. Anyway, but now, let us focus on more positive things. If such things exist. Of course they do. So, I actually had some really, really lovely responses to last week's video. So I want to thank you very much for that, for the praise and the encouragement, and some really good questions as well. I think it's pretty clear that change is necessary across the board and across the world. It's also clear that most reasonable, conscious people want to help create a better society. The question is how? Yes, indeed, the blasted house always seems to be where mankind trips up and stops or falls short of greatness. And hopefully we can change that. Change. The only constant is change. So as I said in my previous video, I don't have all the answers or even probably any, but I am more than happy to brainstorm with any and everybody who is willing to put their thinking cap on. I believe everybody watching, let me just check something. I believe everybody watching right now knows my stance on things like vibrational and spiritual work and collective meditation. I sure have gone on about it a bit. So I'm not going to go into that again this time, but if you are a first-time viewer, please refer to my previous videos. Pretty much every single one contains references to this type of thing, if you're interested. So, ideas. Some other non-woo-woo ideas on how to be proactive. So one thing would be to start or sign a petition for change, outlining salient points or demands, and then submit it to your government. I actually signed one recently, and we are about to, well, actually we're just over halfway to our signature goal of, I think, 200,000 signatures. I'm going to post the link below for those of you who are living in France, if you're interested. It's organized by Oxfam. Hopefully most of you will know Oxfam, the charity, but if not, you can check it out in English as well. Not the petition itself, but the organization. Number 2 would be to support or start a charity or a non-profit of your choice. An acquaintance of mine recently started an organization here in France helping battered women and children who are particularly vulnerable right now during lockdown, and she asked me to get on board, and we're now looking into ways my skills could be put to use there. And I'm also contacting any and everyone that may be interested in getting on board. So that's another proactive thing you could try doing. The third idea is something super simple. It requires minimal involvement and pretty much absolutely zero financial investment and close to zero time investment too. So get on LinkedIn if you aren't yet a member, and once on LinkedIn, get active. Post your opinions, questions, remarks about what's going on. Comment on subjects and posts that seem important. Get involved in the conversation, basically. Most of you will know, because I tend to be very vocal about things I like and don't like. So you might know I'm not a fan of social media in general. I like to steer as clear as possible of most of it. But LinkedIn I've been on for a number of years and I've always enjoyed. Not only for business purposes, especially right now, possibly less for business purposes and more for social and societal discussions and dialogue. I've found this over the years, and especially at this moment, to be a community of educated people, thinkers and entrepreneurs who are basically, the ones who are active in any case, who offer constructive criticism and often quite fresh perspectives on various subjects. And what better place to get informed and active? Not to mention that a great many political figures and figureheads are actually on LinkedIn. So there is a good chance of some or a number of them seeing our posts and comments. So I think Jacinda Ardern, who, by the way, I have no constructive criticism to give to, but praise only at this point. Well done. I'm pretty, you can even contact her on LinkedIn, I think. You could give it a try. In any case, get yourself out there, get visible. So there you have it. Those are my ideas on how to get the ball rolling. Feel free to get in touch with me for some brainstorming if you like. I'm always open to that. So I will leave you with these closing remarks, these closing words, once again from the lovely Croatian author Marija Jurić-Zagorka and her fascinating book Plameni Inkvizitori, which I mentioned in the last video. Again, the original text will be posted below. This one's shorter than the last time. Lucky you! Let's get to the point. So, English translation by yours truly. Burnings at the stake, blood, battle, plundering, ambushes and spies. What has the world come to? Did people live this way before us too? Will they live like this after we're gone? Forever? Does the human heart know no goodness? Goodness has been persecuted by evil, and now it must recover. It will come back, but we must stop our lamenting and help pave the way for its return. And that, my dears, I think says it all, doesn't it? So get crack-a-lackin'. Let's do something. Let's be the change that we want to see in the world. Oh. Outro. Ding, 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 dong, 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 ding, dong. Oh God, this is terrible. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. And once again, I just want to say I mean, you know what I'm saying? Actually, who wins? The person who wins is the one whose egg doesn't crack, right? So actually I won. Was I supposed to make a wish? Any of you who do this thing as a tradition, can you let me know what this means? I'm not actually religious, I just like eggs. Okay. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye. Happy Easter. Bye.